The Manners Club, Part 1. A short story by Art Barker. My name is Jonah. I'm a 17-year-old boy who is experiencing adolescence. However, the cycles of life that a 17-year-old boy has to face can be quite challenging sometimes, especially if your mom had just divorced. Your dad and you had to be forced to move to a rural town where you don't know anyone and you're completely new, total exile. Total feeling of desperation. Lights, camera, action. This is a story of how I met Toby, the boy who introduced me to the Manners Club. We loved Toronto. I drove up Highway Ted to get to a little town called Bracebridge. When we arrived to Bray Bridge, we had to take a road called Oro Medante. We took Oro Dante Road, drove up the hill, and reached our destination to our new home. The house was a Victorian-style red brick villa, completely isolated from the entire world. When we arrived, I felt the feeling of desperation. I felt that I had to start over again alone, helping my mother, my brothers, and my sisters in this shack of a home located in the middle of nowhere. In my mind, I knew that this was the beginning of something so daunting that only the devil himself can ponder and create. My first day at school, I already had felt like a stranger, like an exile stranger. Everyone at school was very quiet. It's like none of them knew how to socialize, and if they did, they didn't want to socialize at all. Everybody looked at me like I was a bag of chips that nobody wanted, but I pulled through. At lunchtime, I had met a boy named Toby. He looked like a skater boy, a total loner, a total loser, like he was proud of it. Toby walked up to me at lunch and said, "Hey, do you want to hang out after school?" I felt like I had belonged to something. So I said, "Yes, let's hang out." And so after school, I met Toby had a hangout at the park. He said, "Let's go up the hill. There's a house there, and I've got a lot of friends." I said, "Okay." I followed him with my bike to the hangout. When I walked in, I saw that everybody there was dressed in black, and everybody there was ready. It almost seemed like I was being initiated. However, the men in black came to Toby and took Toby. They tied a black rope on Toby's hands, and all of a sudden they took Toby and they put him on a pentagram. Let him lie there on the pentagram, and they said, "In the powers that be, we are." Like and subscribe for part 2.